Nice to be live. Hello, my cherished ducklings. How are you? This is Peri Lyons, and this is the New York City Celebrity Psychic 29 minutes. And it's great to see you. I just wanted to show you my scarf, by the way. I've been doing, because it's in the worst possible taste, but I just love it. How great is that? Doesn't that make you feel just like you can do anything, including tie it around your neck? But hi, so it's 11:11 today. Various of those in the metaphysical community. The metaphysical community. Some of us feel that there are things called angel numbers, that if you see like 1111, that it means you're in the beginning of a new, better part of your life with a lot of ones in it. 2222 is very healing and often has to do with romantic connections. And sometimes when we learn a little about this stuff, we'll start noticing those numbers more often than we used to before. I'm sure it can be angels. It can also just be that you're looking for those numbers. But, I'm a New Yorker, so it's Veterans Day today. In England, everybody wears a poppy that sacrifices the brave young soldiers in World War I and II made. And I come, you wouldn't think it, but I come from, on my mom's side, a long line of Army soldiers. So I quickly wanted to share with you a military ghost story. And it's true, and it involves my family's ghosts. So I feel kind of possessive about it. All right, so picture yourself, you're in Virginia. You're at Bull Run. Hopefully, there are no actual bulls there at the moment. And let's pretend it's the 70s, because that's when this story takes place. And let's pretend that you're taking a group of noisy 9-year-olds on a tour of the battlefield. And because they're 9 and you don't really want to hang out with them, you let them run free for a while. It's July. What could happen? And 5 minutes later, all of the kids came running back. And they said, hey, mister, we heard people yelling Christmas carols. And I was like, okay, they gave me insane 9-year-olds. I said, what were they yelling? And they said, fa la 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 something. All the kids agreed. It's like, that's what they were yelling. But we didn't see anybody. It turns out that, and you'll pardon me if my Gaelic is not very good because I don't actually speak it, but the 19th Irish Brigade out of New York City, yes, their battle cry, and then some Gaelic stuff. I'd make it up, but you'd see right through me. So that was the Battle of Bull Run, and the Union triumphed, and all was well. And so that's it. Now I'm going to pull some tarot cards for the week, and the week feels really good coming up to me. I'm going to pull 3 cards that are going to represent both sort of the meta, the bigger picture, and what's the opposite of meta? The mini, the smaller picture, us, what's coming up from us. Oh, we have Tammy in Ozark, Arkansas. I have been to Ozark, Arkansas. I love Arkansas. I'm coming to visit. Start baking that cake. I'm just going to do this I call it the psychic weather with my tarot cards. And then I want to hear everything about you. And I'm not just being nice to you so I can come visit. Okay. So these 3 cards are going to sort of represent the psychic, we'll say, weather for the week. And I'm not looking at them. Oh, well, that's interesting. The first card is, it's upside down. I've been doing this for over 2 years. I never get the damn card in the right place. Okay. So when this is right side up, you see a woman and she's got 9 swords on her bedroom wall. Interesting choice. Not what I would have done. And she is sobbing inconsolably because she already paid the decorator and can't get a refund. Upside down, what it means, is that we have come through a time of anxiety and it's over. It's past us. Not to say we'll never be anxious again. I mean, I ran out of dry shampoo this afternoon. It was life-threatening. But right side up, this woman represents somebody who is sleepless with anxiety. But things are better. Oh, that's nice. Oh, these are really good cards. I didn't even mean to pick them. The 6 of Swords means that 2 years, I still can't get the darn cards right. Okay. As you'll see, there's a woman in a boat. What she can't see, because it's not actually on this card, but there should be a boatsman behind her steering the boat. She doesn't look that happy. Swords in a rowboat, never a good idea, especially facing down. But what this card does mean is that the bad, difficult time that she's going through is in order to make things much better. And I don't know about you, but if I'm going through a really difficult time and somebody says, everything happens for a reason, I reach for my machete. But it does generally turn out to be the case. The last card, and I think this is a personal card as well as a meta card, because there's a new moon in Scorpio on the 14th. The Lovers card. So lovers are the 2. Yeah, it's the Lovers card. That would be why there are lovers on it. That explains that. I'm sorry, I'm having total tarot card dyslexia. I apologize. The Lovers is not just lovers, although, let's face it, it's mainly lovers. They have angel wings above them. It's both people feeling love again, maybe a new relationship, maybe you're going to give up on that guy who keeps disappearing, or girl, or llama, or whatever. But it also means that people are starting to be willing to work together. And I feel that this is a really nice card, especially because everybody I know broke up in the last 2 weeks. So that was that. And now we have, was it Tammy in the Ozarks?
Yes.
Are you still there, darling? Did you fall asleep?
Yes,
Would you like
I'm
to borrow
here.
my... Okay, good. So, hi. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
I am going to ask you to tell me what your birthday is, because that's how I like to connect with people. Are you good with that?
Yes. It's
Okay.
March 22nd.
March what?
22nd.
Oh, cool. Oh, March baby too. Rock on. So you're an Aries. So you're kind of cool.
Yes.
I like you anyway. That's interesting because, the cards I just pulled, those cards, those could apply to you in a lot of ways. I think the last couple of years have just been like you've been standing in the middle of a field and people have been firing cannonballs at you. Not literally,
yes.
but it's like, I mean, it was even worse than me not being able to find my dry shampoo. I'm making light of it. I'm not making light of what you've gone through. Is your question about a relationship, or is your question like, are things going to start to get better now? So, what's your question, my angel?
That pretty much was my question. Are things going to get better? I mean, I lost my fiance 2 years ago, and I've been lost ever since.
Oh, sweetie, I'm going through that now. Sorry, I don't usually talk about that, but I feel you more than you could possibly know. I don't usually do the medium stuff, but if you don't mind, he just showed up
He did.
right here. His name like Josh, like kind of a short American kind of cool guy name. Please don't tell me his name was Melchizedek. What was his name?
His name was Peri, but his son's name was Josh.
Okay, I'll go with that. The guy I'm seeing is specifically here to give you a message. I'm sorry, it sounds corny. Did he have kind of wavy or curly hair, dark?
Dark
hair,
yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
He kept it gelled back.
What?
He kept his hair gelled back. You know, he kept gelling it, gelled it back.
Right. I don't know how I'm going to get through these next 3 sentences without crying, so I'm not even going to bother trying. He's standing right behind you. He has a hand on each of your shoulders. This guy really loved you. Something happened here with him. He'd had a hard year too, a hard couple of years, because I'm sorry, I'm about to insult your late fiance's family. I apologize, but he was the only guy in that family who stepped up. He was what in my father's religious tradition they'd call a mensch, just a stand-up guy. And he was a stand-up guy, and yeah, he kept his word. He looked after his people. He was loyal, and he still is.
Good. Never met a stranger.
What, honey?
He never met a stranger.
You met as strangers? I'm sorry, I'm having a little time hearing you because... What?
He never met a stranger. He talked to everybody like he's known him his whole life.
Oh, he really liked people. Sorry. He always saw the best in people, which sometimes didn't work out with him, because he would see the best in people who didn't have that much best.
Right.
Did you have 2 kids with him?
No, we didn't have kids. He had 3 boys.
You had 2 boys?
He had 3 boys, yeah.
Oh, he had 3 boys. Okay.
But the 2 kids could be... Go ahead.
You've been really good to his kids, because not a lot of people took care of them when he went to that big room next door. I'm gonna go as far as to say that you kind of saved their lives, because there were people who should have been there for them and weren't, but you were. And
I tried to be.
Yeah, you were. you do things for people. That's how you show love. You don't stand around and make empty promises and say, "Oh, I love your hair, and where'd you get those earrings?" You're like, "I just made some brownies. Sit down, got cold milk. I've got a terry cloth shirt so you can cry on my shoulder. It's absorbent." That's how you roll. You're not about empty words. And that was one of the biggest things that you and he had in common. I guarantee you'll see him again, because I very seldom felt this strong. Sorry, I've very seldom felt this strong kind of a kinship. You guys really liked each other too. I mean, you loved each other, but you had a lot of fun hanging out. And he used to tease you about something to do with, you're going to think I'm crazy, like a teacup or a mug or some sort of. Did you have to have your own coffee mug, or people would get hurt? Or did he bring you coffee in the morning? There's something, he's showing me a mug. I don't know, maybe he's selling mugs, but this guy loves you. He's there. You can talk to him. And I'm sorry, honey. This guy was a real keeper. But at least you found each other, and when souls like yours find each other, people who care about truth and who care about love and who care about doing the right thing, that doesn't leave, whether we're in the body or on the ceiling. I meant heaven. I don't know why I just said that. If he will also help you with stuff. I know that sounds crazy, but they're not really allowed to interfere unless it's a matter of life and death, which he's done once with you since he passed. It feels like you walked into traffic or something, but I don't know why you didn't get smushed that day, but aside from that, we have to ask to talk to them. But it works. And if you're having a problem, you can say, "You know what? I could always trust you, and I trust you now, and could you help me, pray about this, or help me find an answer?" I am telling you, girl, it works.
I talk to him every day. He taught me how to drive a dump truck, and that's what I do now. And I talk to him every day while I'm driving, and because I get overthink stuff, and he always told me, "Just do it. Don't overthink it. Just do it." And when I get in those situations, I always just tell him, "Terry," like that, and he'll go, "Don't overthink it."
Overthinking is I wish you lived closer. I'd love to take you out for beer. I really like you. You do overthink stuff but you know what? It's because you're empathetic and you're used to planning for other people, which, can I tell you, is not something I encounter very often. It's like, wait a minute, somebody who's thoughtful and cares about other people's well-being. That's why you overthink. You're thinking about, like, okay, what could go wrong, and how do I stop that from going wrong?
Right.
I think it would be a good idea to just, sit in a chair. You have a little garden, right? In the back?
I have plants, but I don't have a garden, but I have a lot of plants.
You have a lot of flowers. Yeah, you're a flower person. I'm getting that the flowers, if they're on your balcony, they're like to the left. I'd like you to just pull up a chair and hang out with the flowers, which are proof that, winter comes, but spring always comes. Morning always comes. Next year is going to be one of the best years of your life. And you know what? You've earned it. And let me pick a couple of cards for you. The Chariot card, if I can figure out my tarot. The Chariot card is a card of victory and success. It's a card of doing something that you enjoy, that you also make money at. It's also a card of you might be working for a business with a lot of women in it, which would be great. I think you could use some really good women friends. You deserve that. But the Chariot is a card of victory, success, and upcoming happening. Happening is happening. Rewind. And oh, that's nice. Okay, the last card we have here for you. Well, the Hierophant card means that you know, whether you believe in angels or not. I was talking to a friend of mine who's agnostic, and I'm like, well, how do you pray? She said, I just say, dear to whom it may concern. I'm like, whatever.
Oh, no.
But this is the card of you're going to get a lot of benefits. You're going to get a lot of like system benefits from the government and stuff, but you're also going to know that he's with you. In fact, I will go so far as to say that he really is your angel. And I don't really say stuff like that, but he is.
Yeah.
Hierophant is a very important, very protective and sacred card. And just, darling, let me know how you are. I'm on Facebook. My name is Peri, like Peri, like periwinkle. And then Lyons, like Lyons, Peri Lyons. And just let me know how you are, because I think within 2 weeks, you're going to start seeing this upward curve, because this upward curve only started about 3 days ago. So you're not used to this feeling yet. But love doesn't die. The people we love always love us, except for that girl I knew in 9th grade. But aside from her, and he really is with you.